What's up? This is a video response to Frisco in his video, what is the best game you've ever seen, whether you've actually been to or seen it on TV. Now, if you would have asked me this question before this past December, I would have said in 2004 Monday Night Football at Dallas. I flew down to Dallas for that game. The game where McNabb had his 15-second scramble, bomb down to Freddie Mitchell. I was actually in that end zone, the near end zone to Freddie Mitchell when he caught that ball on that scramble. That was a fun game, but yeah. So last year, I guess most of you might know where I'm going with this. Last December, I won free tickets off the Philadelphia Eagles website. They gave them to me to go to the season finale home game against Dallas, week 17. Man, it was ridiculous, man. It was fun. The whole day, man. The tailgating, the atmosphere was just insane. Being inside that stadium, I've never been inside the link before where the atmosphere was like it was, man. It's one thing that we're playing Dallas. People are up for that game already anyway, regardless. Now, during tailgating and everything, people have all the TVs on, man. They're focused on the Tampa Bay Oakland game. We needed Oakland to win. The team that Oakland had last year was, so it was kind of a long shot. Plus we needed what was it? We needed Houston to beat Chicago, I think it was, too, something like that. And so anyway, everybody's glued onto the Tampa Bay Oakland game, and finally get in the stadium towards the end of that game. I'm at the concession area getting some drinks, and they have TVs. At the time before the Eagles game started, they were airing the other games from the 1 o'clock games, and they had the end of the Oakland Tampa Bay going on right there, and people were surrounded, like making crowds watching this game. And once that clock hit 0, Oakland won. The stadium erupted. Everybody erupted around us, man. And it was just crazy, because from that point on, Dallas, Philadelphia, that was a playoff game. It was win or go home, and for both teams. And once the ball kicked off, man, it was all Eagles, man, from the start. I mean, this is just the funnest game I've ever been to. Tailgating during the game, I mean, just you name it, it was the best game, funnest game I've ever been to. And it was just icing on the cake that it was Dallas. And I was actually in the lower level corner end zone where Clemens and Hansen both returned them fumbles for touchdowns. I was right in that corner, and kind of towards my left, over my shoulder in the suites, Vince Papale was there, and he made an appearance, kind of hanging out, and everybody was cheering him on and everything. But yeah, man, that was just probably not only one of the best games that I've ever been to, but probably one of the best days of my life, honestly. Because a lot of people don't know what was going on with me back then, and it was a day that I needed. So, and that was probably the best game I've seen and been to overall in any sport. But aside from that, baseball, probably Game 5 last year in the World Series. It took like 2 days to finish the game because of the weather, but having the Phillies finally win the World Series, which was my first real championship in my life. I mean, the 83, I was born in 81. The 83 Sixers, I was just 2 years old, and like I don't really remember it hardly. So, the Phillies winning the World Series last year was like my first real, 'cause, I mean, the 83 Sixers, I was just 2 years old, and like I don't really remember it hardly. So, the Phillies winning the World Series last year was like my first real, 'cause, I mean, the 83 Sixers, I was just 2 years old, and like I don't don't really remember it hardly. So, the Phillies winning the World Series last year was like my first real championship. So I'll never forget that. Man, then going to the parade too. Wow. But yeah, that's my best games. So let's see what you got to say about them and hear everybody else's. Peace out, bitches. Go Birds, always.